Hello and welcome, guys. I'm going to share this on Twitter. 1 second, just to share this thing on Twitter, and I'm gonna grind it out with those picks and predictions. Just 1 second. 1 second, please. Okay, here we go. I shared it on Twitter, and let's hope. Let's hope it's gonna be a nice place to go, nice place to be. And me, I'm really hoping this is going to be a nice discussion. I have to check at some other website as my current website where I currently do betting doesn't work at the moment, so I'm forced to check on some other spot, which is additionally hard for me. But in the first place, it's okay. I mean, it's pretty much looking nice, and I also have to say that going to have Modestas Bakauskas interview coming up briefly. It's gonna air later as a premiere, so just have to announce this is going to be another nice piece of info on my channel. So if you're eager to see it, please check Modestas Bakauskas interview. Now, let me see UFC Plate 1 topology. I need to see whether there were some last minute changes. Carlos Ulberg versus Nikolai Negumeranu. I've got Negumeranu to win, and I bet on Negumeranu. So, Negumeranu to win, plus 100. I bet on this one, so, I don't know, Negumeranu. Let's say Negumeranu inside the distance, but I already bet on Negumeranu. On this card, I bet on 3 underdogs, which is totally strange for me. But at the end of the day, that's the way it goes. Let me see Negumeranu inside the distance plus 185. So plus 185. I don't see Negumeranu getting knocked out by Carlos Ulberg. I simply don't see it happening. So I don't know how could this come to fruition, because I really don't think that is going to happen. And I have some different vision of the whole event, of everything that comes along with it. I have a whole different vision. Then we're gonna go with the next fight. I didn't bet on this one. Julio Arce versus Montel Jackson. I think Montel Jackson gonna win this one. So Jackson to win. Arce is on a downfall right now. Jackson inside the distance. I believe Jackson. I like Jackson inside the distance or Jackson KO, TKO. But let me see. Jackson inside the distance plus 200. Plus 200. Jackson decision plus 175. That's nice. I do like this one. I do like this line. The next line I'm going to go through is, hold on, that is our next fight. Mike Trizano versus Sam Choi, the toughest fight on the card. I'm gonna go with fight starts round 3. Let me see. Trizano is the underdog. I don't know, man. Such a hard fight to call. Over 1.5 minus 360. Choi decision. Choi decision plus 177. Over 1.5 minus 360. That's a safer bet. And Choi to win minus 157. That's like. But if I must pick a method, I would like to go with Vochoy decision. I would definitely like to go with Vochoy decision. Now we're going with Karolina Kowalkiewicz versus Silvana Gomez-Juarez. Gomez-Juarez minus 103. I'm taking that one. Didn't bet on that though. Silvana Gomez to win minus 105. 102. Let's say Gomez decision. Think Gomez is gonna outwork her. How much is Gomez decision? Plus 300. Yeah, Gomez decision is plus 300. I'm checking at the other bookie. Hold on, I'm checking at another bookie. Just 1 second. Just give me 1 second. I need to check it with another bookie. Yeah, odds are pretty much on point here. I'm checking at that other bookie because it's not working on my PC, but now it's working. Okay, the next one is going to be the match between Otman Azaitar and Matt Frevola. Think Azaitar is gonna win, but not going the distance is my prediction for this one. Azaitar to win minus 115. No distance. Got no distance on that one. Think it's gonna be a banger. Minus 250. Let me say Azaitar KO, TKO, but this is really, really tough to call. I mean, this could go either way, very much tricky fight, so I'm not gonna, no way I'm betting this one. Azaitar KO, TKO plus 165, but no way I'm betting this one. Then we've got the next fight between Andre Petroski and Wellington Turman. Petroski is a heavy favorite heading into this one, but fight starts round 3. I like that. There is no that kind of odd. I like Turman to win. I really like Turman to win, so Turman to win plus 170. It's already a plus value, so do believe this is going to be nice. Now next one. Molly McCann versus Sarin Blankfield. I like McCann to win. Yeah, I like Molly to win. And Molly to win, odd is plus 325. I bet on Molly. Yeah, I did bet on Molly. So I really like Molly and McCann to win this one. The next one is going to be the match. Molly KO, TKO. I also like that. Or Molly inside the distance. I really like that. Plus 325. McCann inside the distance plus 655. Plus 650 plus 655. So they don't expect a submission victory from Molly McCann, which is kind of okay. To some point, this is kind of okay because I expect that to happen. That's not gonna be an upset for me on my mind. That's not gonna be an upset because I expect this thing is going to happen. Ain't much a surprising thing to me. In the first place, it shouldn't be a surprise. The next match is between Dominic Hess and Ryan Spann. I like no distance in this fight between Hess and Spann. Let me see. Minus 210 plus 175. Spann to win is nice, but he's got no cardio. I don't know. I would rather go with Reyes because of better cardio. Spann KO, TKO. How confident are you in Reyes? I didn't bet on him, so not much. Reyes versus Span, no distance. Yeah, I got Reyes versus Span, no distance. How much is no distance? I am more confident in this. And let me see. Span, KO, TKO. Valley to win. Good luck. I'm pretty much confident in Valley, but not in Reyes. Not much in Reyes. Reyes. Span, KO, TKO plus 450. Reyes decision. Reyes has better gas tank, so way better gas tank. Reyes decision plus 335. I actually bet on 3 underdogs, which is not normal for me, but I bet on Molly McCann to win, I bet on Nicolai Negumereanu to win, and I bet on Pereira to win. How odd is that? Also, next fight, I've got Brad Riddell to win. Let me see, Brad Riddell to win plus 105. I'll watch Spence fights. He is the worst possible style matchup for Spence striking-wise. Could be. Riddell to win. Yeah, I watched many of those fights, and yeah, I already picked an underdog with Brad Riddell too, just to hit a timestamp. I think if Reyes wins, it's going to be a decision. Reyes worst matchup for Span. Could be. Anything is possible. Literally anything is possible. I'm not telling you I'm not right. Sam Alvey was piecing him up from the outside and arguably won. That's true. That's true. I know, man. Straight shots and hooks around the guard. I know, I remember that. Let us transition in the main card now. But I picked 3 underdogs, which is a total insanity for me. You know, I've never picked 3 underdogs in my whole life for a whole card to bet, and this time I bet on 3 underdogs, which is kind of very odd when it comes to me in the first place, but that's the way it is. Then Hooker, Claudio Pudesh. Fight not going the distance. Where is Hooker versus Pudesh? Hooker versus Pudesh. Fight ends inside the distance. Hooker versus Pudesh. No distance. Minus 170. I like Hooker KO TKO and I like Pudesh submission. So let me see. Hooker KO TKO plus 250. And I like Pudesh submission. Pudesh submission plus 400. That's nice. That is very much nice. Pudesh submission. Very much nice odd. But no distance is my pick. If I must pick a side, I'm leaning Pudesh if I must pick a side. I think Pudesh is a slight underdog or Hooker is... I think Pudesh is a slight underdog. Yeah, like if I must pick a side, Pudesh. My only underdogs are Pereira and Riddell. Pudesh to win. Minus plus 135. Got easy via 4th round stoppage and DP first round stoppage right hook counter when Chandler disengages from the pocket. I actually have a lot of neutral picks, but I bet on 3 underdogs, which is not normal, right? Chris Gutierrez to win. Minus 220. Chris inside the distance. I know, Chris inside the distance. How much is Gutierrez inside the distance? Plus 165. I'm taking that. Chris inside the distance plus 165. I like that. I'm going to reveal you my bets when I finish everything. I'm going to tell you which are my bets, and you're probably going to laugh your asses off, which is okay, because I have very weird bets for this card. We'll see how it plays out. I've got a lot of risky bets. Poirier versus Chandler. I've got not going the distance. Hey, Kale. Poirier versus Chandler, no distance. I reward Chandler get you hello kill. And it's so obvious that Poirier is gonna win. Chandler's so vulnerable to straight shots. That's true. Absolutely true, man. Poirier versus Chandler, no distance. Minus 260. Hello, Grayson. As long as you bet on the Romanian gangster. Yes, I bet on Negumeranu. How in that did you know that? Do you remember that Rodriguez versus Lemos Fight Night Live? Of course, man. You stayed until the end. Of course, I remember. Way to go, man. Way to go. You stayed until the end. Rodriguez versus, of course. Poirier, KO, TKO. How much is Poirier, KO, TKO? Plus 165. I fell off to the sleep right towards the end. That's no problem. It was after the main event. Way to go, man. Yeah, you're a very, very dedicated guy. I know, Kale. Of course, I remember you. One of the greatest fans and supporters. Of course, I do remember. One of the most dedicated guys in the league. Weili Zheng to win. Weili Zheng to win. Minus 360. I've got Zheng. Zheng KO, TKO, or Carlo decision, but I'm gonna lean with Zheng KO, TKO. Zheng. How much is Zheng KO, TKO? Chandler submission. Yeah, it is. Plus 135, I think, only. It's a poor bet. It's a poor bet, really much. Zheng KO, TKO, plus 135. Esparza decision, plus 380. Esparza decision, plus 380, but I'm picking Zheng. I also like Esparza decision. So I'm gonna go with the main event now, and you know that I'm picking Pereira to win, plus 150, 158, and I've got Pereira KO, TKO. What is Esparza stoppage odds? I'm gonna check it out. Esparza stoppage. Esparza KO, TKO, plus 1200. Plus 1200. Wouldn't be surprised if Zhang beats Carlo on the feet so bad she just takes Carlo down and subs her just to prove a point. There is a possibility. Let me see. How much is Pereira KO, TKO? Plus 250. Taking that. So, now you are going to ask which are my bets. Just to hit the timestamp, please. Now you're gonna be shocked. Zheng's under. I would go with Pereira KO, TKO, but I have Pereira winning that fight straight. Now listen to my bets. Now you're going to say that I'm insane. Look at this. And I am insane, I confess. No need to say. Plus 100. Hold on. Just to give you all the odds. These are my bets. I am crazy. I confess I am crazy. I have never played three underdogs on the same card. Pereira by submission because he trains with Glover. Maybe he learned some basic jiu-jitsu moves that would probably still beat easy. Yes, I know he's training with him. I know you're going to say that I'm insane. I confess I am insane. These are my bets. So I already have a round robin for this card. It's too. I already placed a bet. Too big odd. But I placed $5 on each of them. But plus 325. I was hooked with that fucking odd. Why McCann? Because if she keeps the fight standing, she's gonna beat this girl. If Blankfield drags her to the ground, night, Molly. Blankfield is a better wrestler, and I know that. I'm perfectly aware that Blankfield is a better wrestler. So if Blankfield drags her down, night, Molly. If Molly keeps the fight standing, good luck. Then good luck to Molly. Then Molly has very good chances to win. Gutierrez, TKO. I didn't bet on Gutierrez, but actually I'm gonna add that. I'm gonna add Gutierrez. McCain side distance bet is worth. I'm gonna add Gutierrez. Okay, hold on. I have to go to my bookie tomorrow to add Gutierrez. Gutierrez to win -2 to all. Add to my bets. Okay, I have 5 bets now. Okay, I'm gonna add Gutierrez. Might do 30 on Blankfield and 10 on McCann inside the distance. Yeah. Go for it. Imagine Molly clocks Blankfield and wins in the first 30 seconds. That is not impossible. I'm telling you, if Blankfield drags the fight to the ground, night, Molly. If Molly keeps it standing, then she has good chances to win. I'm also going to add Gutierrez tomorrow. I'm going to visit my bookie. I completely forgot to bet on Gutierrez. So I have a round robin here. Pereira, Molly, and Negumeran. Blankfield will win. She is better looking than Molly. Yes, she is better looking. There's no doubt on that. I have round robin with Pereira, Molly, and Negumerano, so I have never placed 3 underdogs, never bet on 3 underdogs in my whole life, so this is the first time I'm doing something like that. I'm not sleeping on Edgar. I'm going to bet on Gutierrez. Edgar is how much? He's 38, 39 years old. I believe he's washed after that Sandhagen match. It's his final fight. He might put his all into it. I haven't bet still on that fight. I need to visit my bookie tomorrow, so I will see. Yes, I know that's his final fight. It wouldn't be nice to retire with a loss. Molly's top tier, best looking females in the UFC. Sheesh. As much as I know, this looks like a great, everything we mentioned here, everything that happens. This is a great chat, guys. I always learn something new from you, and that's something that inspires me, really. I can learn a lot of new things from you, and you are awesome. Do you play DFS? Nah, no, I didn't. On this card, I only played picking sides, and I don't know, man. I was thinking about to play. For some fights, I do have no distance, fight goes the distance, and those kind of picks and press. But at my bookie, I only pick side. I do play no distance, going the distance, etc., but don't that much. Like on this card, I prefer them join. Israel should be in the best looking female tier list. You are right about that one. Do you remember how MMA Guru trolled him? Do you remember that, Kale? When the MMA Guru made that viral video about Kino tits. It was a funny video. It was a funny epic video. When we already mentioned that it really was a funny epic video on his nice, perfectly shaped boobs. That was great when they called him Gino. Strickland deserves better. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that too well. I really remember that too well. I really remember that too well. Strickland deserves better. Absolutely. Hey guys, sorry if I'm looking a bit tired. I was working whole day today, so please, if you think I'm not ignoring anybody, I was just working like a dog today, and I have to give you polls to vote. I'm going to do that now. I'm going to give you polls to vote now. Hold on. I'm going to do it right now when I'm already here. I'm giving you polls to vote now. Community. Let me see. Text pool. Pereira. McCann. Mariano. I'm gonna put Edgar, and I'm gonna put other comments. Okay, you can vote, my lovely lads. I'm giving you polls to vote. I remember from Family Guy when Peter gets plastic surgery for the uniboob. Yes, Israel about to get frozen like Elsa. That's why Izzy got. If Alex gets by Izzy, I see Rob dethroning him instantly. He's a horrible matchup for Alex. True. Rob's a good offensive and defensive. He'll just take him down. That's true. I'm gonna give you another poll to vote. I'm creating new pools now, and I'm also gonna release something for members at the moment. Okay, who is your favorite of the night at UFC 281? Let's see. Where is it going to be? Adesanya, Field, Petrovsky, Zheng, other comments. Okay, you can vote. Now you have two pools, my lovely lads. So you can vote officially. That Fight Night Live is my all-time favorite live on YouTube. Oh, thank you, man. Means a lot to me. It's election day in America. Hey, how are you? How are you, Doomsday? Really, it's election day today. I didn't know that. Thanks for sharing that. Thanks for sharing that, man. Yeah, it's election day like every 2 years in America, right? Thank you so much, Kale. Man, it was an awesome. It is. I didn't know also, but thanks for sharing that. I really didn't know it's election day in the United States of America. I was wondering why there aren't many people here in the chat, but it makes sense now. If it's election day, of course, they are occupied with that. I really didn't know that. My bad, guys. I'm really out of tune with news. I know, man, you're working like a dog every single day. Me too. I'm also out. If Charles Barkley didn't tell that, I would have never known about that. So I'm also out of this world. I'm gonna write something for members. Just hold on. Hold on. Not an I. Where the hell is that? I'm writing for tons of websites now, man. I need to know where did I put those odds? Ah, there they are. There they are. Hold on. 1 second, guys. Oh, what the heck? What the heck is happening? I'm trying to copy something, but it's not going nicely for me. Okay, let me try card by card. Maybe this will work. Okay, this will work. Maybe if I go card by card, maybe that's gonna work. Nice. Yeah, if I copy from more times, that is going to work. I'm making some lists, so sorry if I don't respond. I will respond to everybody. No worries, guys. I will respond to everybody. Okay. Okay. Did you see Almeida versus Shamil was rebooked for UFC 283? Yes, I've seen that. Yes, I've seen that. But I think Almeida is gonna defeat him. I think Almeida is just too strong for anybody at the moment. I just think he is too strong for anybody. Right now, at this moment, I believe he is too strong for anybody. That is my opinion right now. Okay, let me release something. For members, Zhang to win. Zhang KO, PKO. Okay. No distance. Chris wins. No distance. Alright, I'm writing something. Let me see. So many tricky fights to play. Also, Atman Zaiter versus Matt Frevola. I've got fight not going the distance. Okay, Trezano. Okay. I'm gonna place this for members. Cut. Let's go. Okay, there you go. All right, enjoy. Almeida will be champ. Yes, imagine if in 40 years Moreno and Figge are still fighting each other. Azaitar for sure. I definitely agree with the potential of Azaitar for winning. Yeah, Kiel, I definitely agree with the potential of Azaitar for winning. And I would really like to see the two fighting still. And Moreno and Figge, they are very, very heated rivals. And this part of the game, this is not finished yet. They have unfinished beef, and this is something that perfectly makes sense, at least to me in the first place. That's something that definitely makes sense to me. Placing that bet perfectly makes sense to me. I got to say. Otman is a monster. Yes, he is. Yep. Yes, he is, but Frevola also has a knockout power. Reyes will finish Spen. If I must pick a side, I would go with Reyes. Spen is a one-round fighter. If Spen knocks him out cold, it's gonna happen in the first round. Only in the first round. Like, if it goes into rounds 2 or 3, cardio, Spen is unreliable, true. If Figge versus Moreno 4 ends in a draw, will they do a fifth fight? Yep, absolutely, yes. Yes, of course. Of course they're gonna do a fifth fight. Fifth fight is the only thing that makes sense. Moreno and Figge best of 7. I think this is the greatest rivalry I've ever seen. Remember Spawn Walker? Yep, I do. Best of 22? Yeah, of course I remember. I know Spawn is pretty much unreliable fighter. I do agree with that. I do agree with the fact that Spawn is pretty much unreliable fighter. That makes sense. I mean, to me, that makes sense. Someone is reliable, someone is not reliable, and Spen is not a reliable fighter. That is absolutely true. 100% true. Can Conor back? For a money fight, yes. If you're asking me, can he back to the top of the division? Nah, never. He should take USADA test. He will never take USADA test, and you know that perfectly well. And you know perfectly well why. Because UFC is going to lose money if he gets suspended. They are going to protect him. No way he gets USADA test. He looks better than in his 20s, man. Have you seen those muscles, those hands, etc.? He looks better than the man in his 20s. There's no way he's clean. No way that guy is clean. But UFC is going to lose a lot of money. They're going to protect that guy. He's bringing them tons of money, and he can do whatever he wants. Did you shock when Jake beat Silva? Actually, no. But I was expecting Jake to defeat him via KO TKO. I didn't expect Silva. I didn't expect Silva to lose via decision. Azaitar will win with the power of potatoes. Oh yeah, I remember that, Grayson. That power of potatoes is epic. Yeah, that power of potatoes is epic. That's a nice place. I remember. That is true. That power of potatoes is epic. I did not decide the Dan Hooker fight. I didn't bet on that. I didn't bet on Dan Hooker fight, so I think the fight will not go the distance. Prime Gustafsson versus Stipe. Stipe. Holloway, Korean Zombie. Holloway. Aldo Cruz. I'm a die-hard fan of Cruz. Sorry, man. Die-hard fan of Cruz. Sorry, man. I have to pick him. Dillashaw versus DJ. Well, Dillashaw, because they can't fight at 125. Dillashaw would hardly cut the weight. If it's 125 DJ, 135 Dillashaw. It is very risky. Yes, it is very risky. Few words about Esparza versus Zhang. I bet on Zhang to win, mate. Me too. I bet on Zhang to win, but I like Zhang KO, TKO, or Esparza decision. Then Hooker's takedown defense is good, but he defeated by elite grapplers, absolutely. Cruz is my all-time favorite. One of my all-time favorites too. I love Cruz. Very big fan of Cruz. Yeah, I'm a very big fan of Cruz. He's a pioneer of lateral movement. That's true, man. I learned so many new stuff from Dominic Cruz. So many people say this would be MMA fight, not kickboxing, about Adesanya versus Pereira. What is different? Both of them are strikers. There's nothing different. What will not go to the ground? What fight will not go to the ground? Adesanya Pereira will not go to the ground. Yes. Which else? That's a good question, man. That really is a good question. Which other fights? I think Poirier Chandler might not go to the ground. Reyes Penn probably not. Trizano Seung Wo Choi, I don't think it goes to the ground. Ulberg Negumereanu probably not, and that's it. I know, man, that's a hard question. Edgar's career's finished, true. Bro, I didn't see the odds, but that first fight Ulberg ain't winning. I bet on Negumereanu plus 100. What's about Poirier next battle? I don't know. Let's see whether he wins or loses. Other dude is solid. He is excellent. Hooker versus Pulish could look like Jesse on Fire versus the Bulgarian Cowboy. Absolutely. Absolutely. Jesse would try to drag the fight to the ground. I would be like, get up, get up, get up. By the way, my shoulder is fucked up now. I've got shoulder luxation. So see, I can't raise my hand higher than that. So now I can't train, unfortunately. I'm only hitting with this hand right now. Cruz has got a beard curse. Every fight he's had with a beard, he either lost or had very close fights with lower level competition, true. Think Chandler is a little bit weak about cardio. His wrestling is good, but enough for beating elite lighter weight. Yep. Reyes Penn probably will stay standing. Yes, I agree with that. That's what I wanted to say too. Reyes Penn is going to stay standing, guy. Defo, 100% backing you up on that. That fight is destined to stay standing. That other guy is excellent. Negumereanu is hard to knock out. He is a Romanian chin. A Romanian chin, man. Romanian chin is tough. I'm just being honest. I mean, Romanian chin is tough. Let's go. Why Reyes always focused on past? Maybe his butt hurt. Who knows? Maybe he's angry about that. I don't know, man. His last performance was insanely good. Man, he's improving. If Reyes breaks his nose again, he might lose too. You know, when we already talk about nose break, I broke my nose on Saturday. Do you see this? I'm gonna show you something. I broke my nose on Saturday. I don't know whether you can see it. You see it, right? My nose is broken also. 4th time in my life. A hook broke my nose. I don't know whether you see it, but I wanted to show you that. So broken nose is fucked up. Believe me, it's gonna affect your cardio. It affects your cardio. Yes, I did. My nose is broken. I mean, when I come closer, it's visible, but it's no big deal. How is the weather in there? 46 Fahrenheit, cloudy. Yeah, 4 times. No big deal, man. You know, to me, that's like ordinary routine, man. You know, ordinary routine, nothing else. I mean, I go to a training session. I was training kickboxing, taekwondo. It's like normal. This is 4th time. This is 4th time that my nose is broken. 4th time. And I'm like, okay, it happens. Just a normal thing for me, you know. But this shoulder irritates me. You know, this shoulder irritates me because you see, I can't raise my hand hard than this. But it's I think shoulder luxation or something like that. Not sure which kind of injury is that, but shoulder injury is fucked up. You know, nose, you can break a nose and you can still train, you know. But when your shoulder is fucked up, That's a big problem because you can't train. Nose is not a big deal. Yeah, not a big deal. Can make UFC tier list, maybe compare fighters. It would be good context. Tier list. That's interesting. What kind of tier list? Do you have some wish? If I have time, I'm eager to make it. I'm eager to make it if I have time, but I'm working all day long. I'm literally working like a dog every single day. But if I have time, I would make tier list. So, which kind of tier list would you like to see? Give me some suggestion. Just search. There are many. Okay. Do you like Mexican martial arts? Of course, man. I was writing something about Mexican boxing today. I like Mexican martial arts. Okay, let me see. UFC tier list. UFC tier list. This is not bad. Looks okay to me. I would need some time to create one. That's a problem. I don't have much of a time, but I like this tier list. I really like it. Wow. You do not need to prepare. Thank you. No, do you? I know who is Mexican martial arts, a YouTuber. I know who that guy is. I know. I follow that guy. Like that, it is interesting. Oh, that would be awesome. I like Mexican ground karate, aka BJJ. Awesome. Every Petrovsky fight I've gotten prop bets right. I really think he's sub-Turman here. Good luck. Do you guys not know the YouTuber Mexican martial arts? I know that guy. I know that guy. He's a great YouTuber. Agree, shoulder. My is also fucked up. Broken. You think you broke your clavicula, collarbone. You broke clavicula. I know what you're saying. Never been fixed in my body. Yes, I know that guy. Do you like Karate Combat or BKFC? BKFC. Absolutely, BKFC is more exciting to me. I know what is Karate Combat, but I'm a die-hard fan of BKFC. Really much a big fan of BKFC. I'm making some announcements also for bare knuckles, but this weekend I think there is no bare knuckle. There is bare knuckle next weekend, though. I think there is a bare knuckle next weekend, or not. Is there a bare knuckle fight next weekend? Think there is, though. By the way, I saw James Wick in Karate Combat. Really? I didn't know he's fighting in Karate Combat. I have UFC on Fight Pass. I can watch whatever. Heini Lomachenko next. Yeah, sounds okay to me, but I think Lomachenko gonna win that one. Think stylistically Lomachenko is a bad matchup for Heini. I really think he is a bad matchup for Heini. That's how I see that fight going on. But that is just my opinion. I'm so sad for George Kambosos. Me too, man. Me too. I'm gonna tell you how was my day looking today. I woke up, I was doing some boxing predictions, then I went to raise my money. Tomorrow I got to go to raise my car. Then after raising my money, I was working. I was writing an article about Mexican boxing. Then I had Modestas Bakauskas interview, and then I came here. That's how my day was looking today. And I'm so glad I got that Modestas Bakauskas interview because I'm a big fan of Modestas. And he'll be back in the UFC, guys. I'm telling you. That guy is going to get back into the UFC, and he'll get back even stronger. So I pretty much have a good faith and belief that Modestas Bakauskas is going to get back. That's the guy who got knocked out by Khalil Roundtree. Please don't miss that interview on my channel. It's airing in 3 hours. Yeah, very stressful, man. Every single day I'm working whole day, so literally every single day. Do you know there is KSW this weekend? Oh, yes, I do. The one interesting is Breeze Pavlak. I'm going to make KSW predictions tomorrow. A lot of running around. True. Modestus makes me proud of my Lithuanian roots. You are a Lithuanian? I didn't know that. That's awesome, man. I didn't know you're Lithuanian. You have never told me that. I mean, that is great, but I didn't know. I'm a bit surprised, but that's awesome. Lithuanian and Spanish. That's awesome, man. That's awesome, man. So, do you know to speak Lithuanian or? I mean, unlike Yulia Stolarenko. Oh, yeah, Yulia Stolarenko. I mean, Khalil versus Modestas Bukauskas. Yep. That's the guy. That's the guy who's we had interview today. It's gonna be released in 3 hours. You can watch premiere. So in 3 hours you can watch my premiere of the interview with Modestas Bukauskas. Yeah, tomorrow I'm going to make KSW predictions. I believe CFFC prediction. Nah, I wish I could speak. Modestas knows to speak, but his accent is very hard. Just like me, and I can speak Bulgarian, but my accent is different because I didn't grow up there. You like Kubrat Pulev, of course, man. But Kubrat Pulev went way too far when he kissed that reporter, right? You know when he kissed that reporter. First Brady, then Madsen. Who's next? Topuri or Mitchell? Topuri? He's old guy. Yeah, he's 41, I believe. He lives in Sofia. Kubrat Pulev is like, he is a story for himself. But he's okay. I watched his last fight against AJ. He always laughed. Yeah, he did, man. But AJ is still a beast. I can't believe at this time of year, at this age, that he's still a beast. That simply looks untrue to me, man. No, it looks untrue to me that he is still a beast at that age. Simply looks untrue to me. I don't know what to say, man. I hope Bryce Mitchell goes far. Well, to be honest, tough call. Hello, Niall. How are you doing? Man, can you believe that I bet on 3 underdogs? And only one regular bet. I'm born, my family city 50 kilometers away from the Lithuanian border. You know, bro, I'm Polish. Awesome. Bryce Mitchell is going to die, unfortunately. Hardly he's gonna beat Topuria. Hey, now. I'm gonna write you. Hold on. There you go. These are my bets for this upcoming weekend. I know I'm crazy. I confess I'm crazy. I confess. I agree. Did you follow Michael Bisping YouTube channels? Yes, I know who is Michael Bisping. Yeah, do. I like Riddle a lot and Molly. Riddle? You like Brad Riddell? I think Riddell is going to win too. But this is lightweight, Moicano's cardio gonna be on point, but I don't think Moicano can defeat him. I think Riddell is just too tough for Moicano. Moicano on a downfall right now. I think his predictions are pretty solid. Yep. You have to go get some sleep because I have to go back to work tomorrow. No problem, man. Thank you so much for stopping by. The Romanian gangster is the money train. I will bet on his chin until the wheels fall off. True. Thanks for having me. No problem, man. Thank you too for stopping by. Thank you so much. Yeah. Think Riddle will win by decision. Potentially. I also think Riddle via decision. Brad Riddell, sorry, Riddle. Brad Riddell via decision. Think Riddell via decision sounds like a pretty much decent piece of play. I think Riddell has good chances to win. I really believe Riddell has good chances to win. I'm gonna try and stay for a small bit longer. I'm gonna be live for, I will see, maybe 30 more minutes, 30, 40, depends. I think Moicano is a little bit bad about striking, but his ground game is okay unless fighting ranked guy. Yes, unless fighting ranked guy. Unless. You said well, unless. Renato Moicano almost died in RDA match. Sad story, right? Sad story came true. What do you believe in now? When the prophecy came true. And I believe the prophecy came true in that fight. Do you follow Sergey Spivak? Yep. Man, Sergey Spivak is good. He's got good chances to win in his upcoming bout. I really think he has good chances of a victory. Yeah, but I do not. Luis is a beast. Never bet his match. No distance on that fight. Fight not going the distance is my call. My call is going to be a fight not going the distance. And let's see what happens. But I think that call perfectly makes sense, you know. What do you think about Brandage versus Vieira? Ooh, that's a hard one, man. That's so hard. I would say fight starts round 3, though. Brandage is pretty much resistant to submission attempts. He's got good defense, but he is patient, very much patient. He's not a fast starter. As long as it's not in Texas, Derek will win. Yeah, as long as it's not in Texas. I think there is a Texas curse, if you know what I mean. There is a Texas curse. What is your prediction about Holland versus Wonderboy? I do think Holland has good chances to defeat him because Wonderboy is pretty much excellent on the feet, but Holland showed some great skills against some good fighters on the ground. The Reyes fight and the Hooker fight too hard to pick who wins, but they should switch spots on the card. Absolutely. I do agree about switching spots on the card. I do agree about that. It's always nice to hang around, to sit and hang around with the boys. Really, that's something that pretty much inspires me and makes me happy. So, you are awesome, guys. Really much awesome. What is the path to victory for Brandich? It seems like Vieira is more technical everywhere. Well, go for a decision, man. Make more damage and that's it. And pay attention to not going to the ground. Only way to beat Thompson is to grapple. Holland can't wrestle. Holland is not the greatest wrestler in the world. That's true. Belal Muhammad is interesting, man. His win streak is so long. He's such a weird guy. He's boring, but he took bonus in most important card. He used to be a boring fighter, but then he knocked out his opponent, and I was like, what the heck, man? Never seen Belal knocking people out like that. Didn't know what happened. Really didn't know what happened in that fight. He knocked that guy out cold, man. I was like, what the heck? What the heck was going on? But at the end of the day, that's the way it worked. Yeah, that's the way it worked. Hey, Kev, how are you doing, man? Because he has been working with good team, Islam Khabib. There is a good chance. I bet on 3 underdogs, man. Only one normal bet on 3 underdogs. This whole time I forgot Otman is undefeated. Next to go. No distance is my pick for that one. I know Otman is undefeated, but man, Frevola knows to hit hard. Let's be honest. Did you watch his fight at Contender Series? Otman will win. Otman KO or Frevola KO. Both of these guys are having a knockout power. I shocked Islam overwhelmed Oliveira. Me too. I think that was the greatest upset of the year, especially considering the fact that Islam finished him via submission. Did not expect that he beat him on the ground. Me too. All these undefeated guys losing Vic. There is a chance. Bro, strange question. I like to ask, do you know any good brand of knife? I like to eBay Serbian knife, kitchen one. Guess you know exactly how it looks like. Serbian brand. I know. Hold on. How is the name? 1 second. The name is. Hold on. I know one good brand. Hold on. I forgot the name. Hold on. How is that name? Which is that model? How is that name? Victor is something. That is the brand of knife. The left hook of Karol Solberg versus the Chino Negumerano is an interesting battle. Just like the left hook of Alex Pereira versus the guy who has never been knocked out in the UFC. That's a decent piece of play. That's also a great piece of play. Yeah, it's Victory Knox or Victory Knox. They have some very odd name. Not sure whether it's Victory Knox or Victory Knox. Have you ever been in Poland? I was only traveling through Poland, but never stayed. Unfortunately, never stayed in Poland. I was only going through Poland once in my whole life. Thank you, no props. Nikolai and Petrovsky should be easy prelims bets. I think Nikolai is going to win. I do believe Nikolai is going to win. What would happen to Cody Garbrandt? I don't know, man. He got knocked out 3 times via same strike. Does it sound weird? Is it sounding weird to you? To get knocked out 3 times via same strike. Right hook, right overhand. Or a right hook. Petrovsky could smash the hype of Nickel one day. Well, that hype about Nickel, he's young, maybe he should enter PFL. Why not? That hype about Nickel, I don't think it's real, man. I mean, Nickel is a great fighter, he's a great wrestler, etc. But this is UFC. Beasts are here. It's not a walk in the park. People don't get it. This is not a walk in the park, man. This is definitely not a walk in the park. That's something way more serious. Some people believe that's a walk in the park, but believe me, it's not. It's not a walk in the park. It's going to be a serious challenge. That's interesting. Love is 43, 44, almost like an elite fighter. I can say the same thing for Jan Blachowicz. He needs to fight a name first. That's interesting theory, but we could speculate all day long about that. I know what you mean by that, but that's an interesting piece of theory. Really much interesting. Ankalaev probably beat all of them. Yeah, I also agreed about Ankalaev going to the top. I think he's going to reach the top of the division one day. I think Ankalaev could be the potential future champ. I think Ankalaev's time is coming, though. Oh, this fucking shoulder is killing me. Hate this fucking shoulder. Jan is 39. I think Jan is going to fight for 2 or 3 more years. I think Jan still has it inside of him. Thinks he still has power. I think Jamal Hill beats him. If it's in Vegas, yep, that makes sense. If it's in Vegas, it makes sense. Beating him up in Vegas. Definitely agree on that. Jamal Hill took Johnny Walker's soul. Oh, yeah. When we're already talking Johnny Walker, is that guy ever going to be what he used to be, such a great high level potential at TC? I don't think so. He'll never be that kind of a big potential like he used to be. He is overrated. Extremely overrated. Extremely overrated in my mind. That guy is brutally overrated. He saw it in Corey Anderson fight. I just don't think Johnny Walker is a title potential. Some people were saying after that Mareta Santos fight that it could have been a title material etc. But I don't buy it. I don't buy their grid. I simply don't buy their grid. I don't think that's going to. What about Nikita Krylov? His potential is good, maybe top 5. For sure, top 5. Bet Eric Andres plus 190 versus Kyle Dacos. Dacos just recovered from facial reconstruction. Makes sense. That makes sense. I agree with you, Grayson. That bet is pretty much on point. If you ask me, that bet is pretty much on point. We will see Nikita Krylov versus Anthony Smith. I think Krylov has good chances to win that fight. Hayes versus Walker gonna be next. That's interesting. That is really interesting. Krylov is the dark horse of the division. Yeah, man, I think Krylov can beat anybody. He barely lost to Ankalaev. Smith is not bad, but his cardio is awful. Agree. Jan change main coach. Yep. That is absolutely true. Main coach change could be tricky. It's never easy to change your main coach. I agree with that. Can fighters improve their cardio, but most of them can't, like Moraes Lee. Even they try, maybe it's about genetic. Well, it has something to do with genetic. For example, I'm very good with cardio, but I'm terrible. I'm terrible, for example. For example, I have good sprinting. Like in running, I have very good sprinting, but very terrible running cardio. But in fighting, I have very good cardio, but I like in punch power. That's genetics. That's genetic. Yeah. Hereditary, yes. They start for giving Jim Miller these matchups, so Nama just KO that guy. They're smart. Yeah, that's true. Hereditary factors, true. There are many things that are about genetic. Many things are about genetic here. That is absolutely true. I have 41-inch vertical jump, but I've never had impressive cardio. And you see, I have always had impressive cardio, but my vertical jump is maybe 20 inches. Really? 20 inches, man. I don't know to jump. But you've seen me, I can fight for an hour. I can fight for an hour and I can still fight. I'm still going to push the pace. I have the power. I mean cardio power. I don't have a big kick or punch power, but I have a cardio power. The Bulgarian cardio machine. Yeah, many people are saying like to me, Vlad, how don't you get tired, etc, etc. I don't know, man. It's hereditary. It's about genetics. Some things are about genetics. When you said kickbox, I'm SK sad for Gokhan Saki. He is a legend of the kickbox. You are right, man. You are right. I've been a big fan of Gokhan Saki. But sometimes thinks the worst of Sherman beats Waldo, like kick weakness. Well, I think somebody is gonna get hurt in that fight. I think Sherman has good chances to beat him. I think somebody is gonna get floored in that fight. I would go with no distance, but tomorrow I'm gonna make that picks. I was working whole day today, so didn't have time to check about those fights. Okay, I'm gonna check it now on my phone, which fights are slated. I'm checking it right now. Let me see. Hold on, I need to see which fights are slated. Let me see. G. Miller, Gabriel Benitez, Chase Sherman, Valdo Cortez Acosta, Doho Choi, Kyle Nelson. That one is interesting. If Edgar win, I will sell my house. I don't think Edgar is going to win, but again, this is his final fight, so who knows. Like, hi, I left Jan without much explanation. Bit sad, but Jan is mentally strong, put in all hard and a lot of hard work in this sport. That's true. Jan is a great guy. Jan is really a great guy. Well, the Costa's manager deserves the raise. He is getting perfect matchups. That's true. I don't know who is his manager, but his manager is probably doing a great job. He is giving him wonderful, wonderful matchups. That is outstanding. That is really outstanding. I think that's a great matchup for him, though. I'm gonna be live for 7 more minutes. I also have to work something later. Then I have to get up in the morning to make some stuff. I think Mackenzie Dern is overrated. Agree. Her takedown accuracy is pretty bad. Her striking is awful. Her grappling is good, but I cannot use unless she cannot use it unless she makes a takedown. That's true. She cannot use it unless she makes a takedown. But she has never been a good striker. She improved her boxing though. Her boxing is better, but her kicks are horrible. But her boxing improved. Her boxing is way better now. She she can stand and bang with her boxing though. Only at the moment. Just saying, at the moment. Pereira in the Times Square taking pictures with Elsa from Frozen. Ah, I've seen that. I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that. He's enjoying, man. At least he's having fun. He's enjoying life. What is your prediction about Sean Strickland, Jared Cannonier? I know this sounds crazy, but I think Strickland is going to bounce back. I think fight starts round 3, but I think Strickland has good chances to win. Now you're gonna say I'm insane, especially after that knockout loss, but Strickland is crazy, man. He got used to knockouts, pain, etc. That's normal for him. Any normal human would have been blown away by that kind of a knockout. But for Strickland, that's like a regular day in the office. That's how he sees it. For him, that's just a regular day in the office. That's like, all right, I've seen that, it happened. Strickland looks so bad in Pereira fight, but he's a solid guy. That's true. He is very much of a solid guy. Very, very much of a solid guy. Jared Cannonier is a real animal. Just remember Brunson fight. He's a savage animal. I do remember that. Was a great piece of play, though. Cannonier is strong. Cannonier is very, very strong, Doomsday. He is a very strong guy. He's so tough. He is, but Strickland's takedown defense is pretty much on point. Actually, Strickland likes guys who like to drag the fight to the ground. His underhook defense, especially against the cage, is brutal, but Strickland is having a hard time with elite level strikers. Elite level strikers are a big problem for him. No, every single time he was fighting an elite level striker, he was having a hard time, as well as you know. Every single time. I love betting on Strickland against grapplers. Yep, that's true. What way can the fight go where Pereira wins and Izzy doesn't get a rematch? Big knockout. I'm sure Paddy will beat Gordon. I also think Paddy is gonna win that match. Izzy will not get a rematch if he gets knocked out cold. If it's like a big, big, big knockout, yes, he'll beat him easy. And now. Yeah, I think Paddy is gonna win that fight. Yeah, it was a very much stressful day in the office for me, but every single day is a battle. Alexander Gustafsson is a Hall of Fame, but he should retire. He took so much damage. You are right. He took so much damage. You are definitely right about that. He took an enormous amount of damage, and one way or another, he will have to retire sooner or later. Definitely have to say that he will have to retire sooner or later. Just a matter of question. I would like to see Strickland Brunson. Well, I would in that fight. I would win Strickland. I mean, Strickland is very good against grapplers, so I'm just saying that fight I would win Strickland. That would be a great piece of play. Darren will cancel his fight because of eye injury. Uh, Darren is done, man. Darren is done, if you ask me. He is done. I don't think that fight will come to fruition. Doesn't look too much confident to me in the first place. No. Yeah, he got finished by Brunson. Just saying. Doesn't look too much of a realistic to me. I don't know, man, about that until he is. I think he's done. Especially like Duplessis and not buying that. Think Strickland is a very bad matchup for Derek Brunson because he will ignore Brunson's weapon. Strickland is actually very good defensively when it comes to grappling and wrestling. He is very, very good. But again, at the end of the day, it is what it is, you know? What is your view about Rodolfo Vieira? Yeah, he lost by submission because he was gassed. That's my point of view. He was gassed, man. Against Hernandez, he was brutally gassed, and of course, he was gonna lose when he was unable to move. Wasted all of energy in round one. Of course, he's gonna lose. I mean, I was shocked. That's true, but it happens. It happens to the best. Guys, I need to go now. Need to work something. So tomorrow I'm getting up very early. So have a great day, everyone. I will make you to give you timestamps, and you can take a look. I will try to make this a featured video. So okay, catch you later, and have a great day.